Tennessee Lady Volunteers making their way into Bridgestone Arena, where they will get set to tangle with their partners in the Volunteer State, the Vanderbilt Commodores. Pat Summitt, the winningest coach in the history of college basketball, will be on hand to see if her team can repeat as SEC tournament champions, as Tennessee looking for their third consecutive tournament crown. And a pleasant good afternoon, everybody, and welcome inside Bridgestone Arena. I'm Dave Neal. This is the legendary Coach Van Chancellor. Glad you could join us for this outstanding quarterfinal matchup. And, Coach, it's Tennessee Vandy. There's really not much more you can say than that.
You can't get any better than this, Dave Neal. Great crowd here. Tremendous offense by both teams. They're ranked in the top 30. You're going to be a great shootout. Tremendous coaches, but great players also. All
right, well, let's take a look at our brackets, because we already have one top seed moving on, as the number one seed, Kentucky Wildcats, just took down Florida in an exciting basketball game, 71-67. Of course, tonight's session features Arkansas and LSU, and South Carolina and Georgia. And, of course, Vanderbilt and Tennessee coming up. The Commodores been a little bit up and down, but still a very effective team under Melanie Balcom. And they possess the SEC's leading scorer in Christina Fogarty, who had an outstanding game against Mississippi State.
Yeah, Fogarty's a great offensive player. She leads the league in scoring. She had a great game against Mississippi State. She can make them from outside. She can penetrate. And then I also like Lister. When you've got a kid like Fogarty, you need a Lister at the point guard that can set her up. And Lister does a great job. Not only can she play the point, but she can score.
Well, this Tennessee team, of course, 8 losses. Very surprising bunch of losses for Tennessee this year, but still a very dangerous basketball team. Very experienced, and they're led by Shakina Strickland and Glory Johnson again.
You can't say enough about this, too. They average almost 30 points a game. They're rebounders. Johnson is an offensive rebounding threat. Strickland can do it all, inside, outside, shoot the three-pointers. If Tennessee's going to win, they've got to come up big for 40.
Well, these two clubs played twice during the regular season. They split each game. In the second game, Vanderbilt able to put up 93 points against this Lady Vol defense. You can bet that Pat Summitt and company have been working on that defense. It's a showdown here in Nashville. The Commodores and the Lady Volunteers. It's a battle for state supremacy and the right to advance at the SEC tournament.
Everybody wants more financial control, but it's not always easy. At Regions, we have the tools and expertise to really help you find your balance, like the freedom to access and monitor your accounts anytime, anywhere, with online and mobile banking. Real guidance and solutions from a Regions personal savings and debt review. Plus, at Regions, you'll get the award-winning service people are talking about. It's financial control. Well, like you haven't had before. Wow. Unbelievable.
Just when you think it's going to be a normal Tuesday with nothing good on TV, bam!
Fox presents an all-new night with all-new comedy. First, Raising Hope with Katy Perry.
It's me, Ricky.
No, that's Katy Perry.
Ricky.
Katy.
Ricky.
The return of Teenage Daughter. New Girl.
I'm sorry that my only doctor friend is a gynecologist. You know you don't have to sit like that.
And Breaking In with Megan Mullally.
Dish it out, Mommy's hungry.
Laugh your Fox off with all-new comedy next week on Fox.
Who would have thought? I feel like the National League East has become the American League.
Our division is nationally known, I think, as the best division in all of baseball.
It's a very hard division to play in. The Phillies have a great team. The Marlins are going to compete this year.
Overall, this is our division, so we'll just take it back from the Phillies before it's over with. Let's get back into the postseason, because that's definitely where we belong. At the end of the day, it's about the Atlanta Braves.
This is our year. Like, sorry, guys. We're taking it back.
You're watching Sports South.
It's the 7th-seeded Commodores, the 2nd-seeded Lady Volunteers from Bridgestone Arena here in Nashville, Tennessee. As we take a look at our Toyota starting lineups, and for Vanderbilt, it's their, quote, defensive lineup, as Jordan Coleman and Elan Brown making their 3rd consecutive starting assignment, joining Lister Fogarty and Stephanie Holzer down in the post. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they also will go with a unique lineup. All seniors. They got to start on senior day, and they will repeat their performance here in the first game of the tournament for the Lady Volunteers.
Pat Summitt likes the senior lineup so much on senior day. They got a great start against Florida, so she's starting them today. I tell you what I like about it. It makes Bond play the post. It moves Johnson to the 4 and Strickland to the 3. I like Johnson and Strickland at the 3 better and 4 than I do at the 5 and the 4.
Well, as you might expect, a lot of orange in this building. A good crowd on hand.
Dave, everybody that's not in orange is pulling for black. All the people in orange are pulling for orange. All the people not in orange are pulling for black.
That includes people wearing purple, the people wearing blue, the people wearing green. Yeah. Melanie Balkum in the win over Mississippi State yesterday picked up her 400th career victory. Overall, 10th year at Vanderbilt, 237 wins. But nobody has been any better than that woman, Pat Summitt. Last year's SEC Coach of the Year, 8 times she has won that award. 8 NCAA championships, 15 tournament titles, 16 regular season titles, and we could go on and on and on.
I think Melanie Balkum is the best kept secret in coaching. I think she's one of the great coaches in America today. She does it every year with different players. They play zone, matchup, little man. They do it all. Tennessee comes out in a 2-3 zone.
Tennessee has played a little bit more zone this year than anybody's really expected. They have been a traditional man-to-man type team.
They're coming out with Strickland on the wing. That makes them really big.
Lister pull-up jumper, buries it.
Nice offense. Vandy is always going to get quality shots. That's why they're fifth in field goal percentage, or fourth in the whole country, because they always get good looks at the basket.
Strickland inside. The Glory Johnson spins on Holzer. Left it short. Stephanie the rebound.
That's one of the things Vandy has to do is limit Tennessee to one shot. They're the best offensive rebounding program in the country for the last 20 years.
Holzer, 15-foot baseline jumper goes down. Stephanie Holzer averaging about 11 points a game. Had a nice outing yesterday against the Lady Bulldogs from Mississippi State.
Vandy is in their traditional matchup zone. They play it as good as anybody in the country.
Manning out of the corner, knocks down the three.
That's how you beat a matchup zone, get it to a good shooter.
Manning, that's just her 4th three of the year. She's 4 out of 9. Lister, look at it, decides to give it up. Brown back to Lister. Fogey, the SEC's leading scorer, slides into the elbow and got hit on the elbow. Free throws coming up for Christina Fogey.
And you see Manning, she's really planted. Strickland delivers the ball high right up to where she can just catch it and shoot it and steps right into the shot. But on the foul there, this is one of the things I think has hurt Tennessee that they used to not do. Discipline-wise, you can't take that foul right there. Get your hands up, make Fogey make a tough shot. Don't bail her out and put her on the free throw line.
You know, looking at the numbers, getting ready for this game, one of the things that stood out to me is they list field goal percentage by opponents game by game. There were 5 teams that shot better than 50% against Tennessee this year. That is unheard of for a Tennessee team.
Oh, in 2008, when we played them in the Final Four, they played lockdown defense. You couldn't even get a pass off, much less a shot off. If they want, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to challenge this team. You want to go back to the Final Four seniors at Tennessee, you better get back in lockdown mode. Nobody shoots 50% on them one time, much less 5 times. But
well, Johnson will step to the free throw line. Glory Johnson, Defensive Player of the Year, first-team SEC performer. Just what a great career. Not only is she outstanding here on the floor, but in the classroom as well. Graduated in 3 years. Working on her master's degree.
I still think she's the best offensive rebounder in the college game today in the country.
Air ball from Alon Brown, a little too strong on her first shot of the afternoon. Here's Manning back the other way, and a whistle underneath. A little tie-up. Looked like a couple of Lady Vols and a couple of Commodores got tangled up.
Johnson got fouled on the baseline, as you'll see. Manning coming down. Nobody's cutting it off, and you'll see a little defensive struggle right there inside with Brown and Johnson.
And Brown whistled for the foul. Vicky Ball to the basket, got the layup. Vicky Ball, the redshirt seniors battled through some knee injuries, averaging 7.6 rebounds.
See, I like her size in the lineup to go inside, relieve a little pressure. That's where you consistently scores on the block.
Holzer kicks it out to the wing. Coleman now to Lister.
And her size defensively is a factor. You can't shoot over her, and Vandy's not taking some shots because of her length.
Lister will fire. Tapped around and knocked out of bounds. It'll belong to Tennessee. Tiffany Clark, normally a starter for Vanderbilt, will replace Jordan Coleman on the floor. Tiffany Clark averaging almost 12 points a game, 7.5 rebounds.
In their win at Vandy, she had 23 points and 12 rebounds. Pretty doggone good day against a great team.
Pass around to Strickland. Manning already with 1-3. Now Strickland will fire from behind the arc. No good. Holds with the rebound.
Oh, nice hands. My broadcast partner saved me. The ball was coming right at me. Good job, buddy.
That's what I do. I'm here to protect and serve. They just won't give me a badge.
The pace of the game right now, I think, favors Vandy. They're coming down. They're very patient. They don't want to get their trap meet with Tennessee today.
Lister misfires. Strickland to Bass. Knocks down the jump shot. 9-6 Tennessee out in front. Here's Clark. Ran right into traffic and traveled.
You got to know when you're facing a zone, and when you get it in the middle, you're going to have 3 people on each side. You cannot catch the ball. Against man, you can go to the basket. Against the zone, you got to turn around and shoot it or kick it to the weak side.
Coach Bass with that field goal. You know, in the last 8 games, just 1 of 9 from the field for Brianna Bass, the senior who got the start on Sunday on Senior Day and continues that trend today. So anything they get out of Bass is a bonus, I'm thinking, offensively.
I think Tennessee staff is thinking it. But when you start a game, it somehow just gives you confidence, a little jump start. You feel better about yourself. You think your teammates even feel better about you.
Bogey trying for her first points. We'll give it up to Brown. That was an air ball. Saved right to Strickland.
I think Vandy's going to have to go inside a little bit. They're too perimeter oriented right now.
Ricky Ball steps inside the circle.
If Bass is hitting the 12-footers, if Big Bond is hitting that shot, Vandy, you got a long night, I think. But right now, come in, look at Hoser inside, look at Clark. Get them a touch so they can go inside out.
It's an 8-0 run by the Lady Volunteers, who have hit 4 of 7 from the field to start this game. Bogey is yet to get a shot up. He does have a couple of free throws. Shot clock down to 2. Fogel fires. Boy, all of Vanderbilt's shots hitting the front of the rim. Strickland pull-up jumper. That's off. Here comes Fogey. Kicks it out to Lister. Takes it inside. Back to Alon Brown, who drew the contact. And that'll take us to our first media timeout of the afternoon. Tennessee off to an outstanding start, trying to defend their tournament title from a year ago. Back in a moment.
Looks like it's that time of year again when fish lovers head to Wendy's for our premium cod fillet sandwich. 100% North Pacific cod fillets, hand-cut and lightly breaded so they cook up crisp. Nothing less than pure cod. That's Wendy's way.
It's Toyota's #1 for everyone sales event. It's a great chance to save big on our most popular models. Toyota has the longest lasting vehicles of any full-line automaker, so it's no surprise that Tacoma is America's #1 selling compact pickup. For the season's best deals, better hurry in for this one.
Right now, get 2.9% APR on the new 2012 Toyota Tacoma. Plus, get Toyota Care with complimentary maintenance and roadside assistance. The great savings won't last long. Don't miss out.
Everybody wants more financial control, but it's not always easy. At Regions, we have the tools and expertise to really help you find your balance. Like the freedom to access and monitor your accounts anytime, anywhere with online and mobile banking. real guidance and solutions from a Regions personal savings and debt review. Plus, at Regions, you'll get the award-winning service people are talking about. It's financial control. Well, like you haven't had before. Wow. Unbelievable.
At Wendy's, when you order a Dave's Hot and Juicy Cheeseburger, you order your Hot and Juicy Cheeseburger. Hot off the grill, now with thicker, fresh, never frozen beef and the toppings you want. Because Wendy's believes everything should come together fresh just for you. Wendy's, here's the beef.
Catch the SEC Women's Tournament tonight on Fox Sports South.
Tennessee leads by 5, 14-16 to go here in the first half. And speaking of first, time for our Wendy's first. And, of course, nobody has been better than Pat Summitt. 1,092 victories on the men's side. Mike Krzyzewski with 926 as he took over the top spot this year with the Duke Blue Devils. With Pat Summitt basically giving up day-to-day head coaching responsibilities, if you will, to Holly Warlick, her assistant for 27 of her 38 years. All the coaches convene at timeouts and kind of come up with a game plan, and Holly, along with Coach Summitt, kind of work that team huddle.
And Coach Summitt had the final say-so on what five was going to start today, so you still tell me that she's in control of this program. If I determine who starts, I'm in charge.
There you go.
If I determine who sets, I'm in charge. Right. Forget all that other stuff.
Pretty simple when you say it like that.
That's just the way I feel.
Here's Bass. She has the basket in this game. Manning has a three. Gives it to Strickland. Lori Johnson now has a couple of points on her first field goal of the afternoon. She does have a couple of free throws as well. Boy, Tennessee's offense seems to be clicking.
Yeah, they're going high-low, and they're doing a nice job right now. I'm amazed that they've stayed with this senior lineup this long. Sometimes people will change lineups and yank it out at the end of about 3 minutes. Pat Summitt stayed with it.
5-point lead for Tennessee. Vanderbilt in on a drought here from the field. The last 5 field goals make it 6. They tried to get it inside.
Just couldn't do anything. I tell you, the size of Tennessee right now, 3 kids, 6'2" or better, is causing Vandy some problems.
Vicky Ball at 6'4", on the floor with 6'2" Strickland, 6'3" Johnson, 6'1" Manning. And of course, you have the 5'2" Brianna Bass with the basketball.
See, not only are they 6'2", their arm length makes them play bigger. Vicky Vaughn is 6'4", plays about 6'7". You look at Johnson's length on her arm. Outstanding. Wingspan. You'll see it right here. Tennessee does a nice job of, this is how I think you beat a zone. You go on the wings, you go to the high post, high-low. Here's the route. If I touch it high, the other post player goes to the rim at all times. That throw it right back in bounds to Strickland, wide open. Tennessee's done a nice job of screening the zone. So many people think you can only do that against man. It's very effective against the zone.
That's a little too strong. There's Vicky Ball for the offensive rebound. Ball 9th in the conference in overall rebounding.
But see, when you go in a game, you want to make a difference in a game. Right now, Vicky Vaughn's making a difference in this basketball game with defensive pressure and rebounding the ball.
Bass cuts down the baseline, tried to hit Glory Johnson. Kicked out of there by Fogy. Little run out by the Commodores. Fogy takes it herself. Clark battling inside, and a whistle on the rebound. That foul will go against Tennessee. And that'll be on Shakina Strickland, and that'll be her second foul.
That could be a major league factor because I think with 12 minutes to go in the first half, you've got to take her out and sub her for a little while.
Looks like Burdick about to check in for Tennessee. Into the corner it goes. Lister misses, but weak side rebound to Holzer. Lister will try it again. No shot. They'll wave it off, and they'll say an offensive foul.
No, I think it's going to be on Manning, 15.
Before the shot.
If you're coaching here, you don't want this call right now. You'll see Lister shoot it, make it, but you see then Manning pushing Clark out of the way.
First foul on Manning.
Vandy may have to put a little taller player out of bounds than Lister because Bones is so big. She's up with that arm span. She cannot look over her to pass the ball in bounds.
Baugh 6'4", while Lister stands at 5'4". Brianna Bass trying to wedge herself between Holzer and Katie Schran. She's holding her ground.
Bass is about 5 foot tall. Holzer is about 6'3" or 4.
Clark. Manning the rebound. Burdick, who just checks in. Her first shot. The freshman out of Charlotte, North Carolina, buries her first shot of the game, and Tennessee leads it by 7.
I can't tell you what a plus is when you can stick a kid in the game and their first shot they make it. Their confidence goes sky high.
Bass pushing the tempo, takes it herself. Fogarty with good defense. It'll belong to Tennessee, and that'll take us to a timeout. Brianna Bass, the senior out of Indianapolis, Indiana, takes one for the team. 15-8 when we come back.
I'm a ref being chased out of town after the worst game of my career. You forget one down and the whole stadium turns on you. And if you have credit rate insurance, it may not pay for all this. So get Allstate. You can save money and be better protected from mayhem, like me.
Shop less, get more. Make one call to an Allstate agent.
Now it's time for a one-of-a-kind party. Let's have a real good time. 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 Hey, mami, vamos a disfrutar la vida. Let's have a real good time.
The SEC Digital Network. 8 supercharged channels that put the fan experience into internet overdrive. Find schedules, stats, and more. Download full games and videos on demand. Hear from league insiders. Explore SEC mobile apps. See the new SEC Smart TV. Get gear at the online store. See hometown heroes in action. And plug in live to Game Day Central. Get it all at secdigitalnetwork.com.
The 2012 SEC Women's Basketball Tournament is brought to you in part by Regions Bank and by Toyota. Good look at the SEC Tournament Championship Trophy. Tennessee leads by 7, 11:31 to go. Vanderbilt came in as the best shooting team in the conference, 5th best in the country. You see their overall numbers this year, but today, much different story. This Vanderbilt team just 2 of 11 from the field. That's an 18% clip for Melanie Balcom. And her team has missed 9 consecutive shots.
Coach Balcom's basketball team at Vandy for years and years and years have been a great shooting team. They're not going to go 2 for 11 very long. Trust me.
They are always among the top 3 in the conference in shooting percentages, both regular field goals and 3-point shots. And a foul on the inside.
They was talking about Coach Summit. During that timeout, she thought Bass got hammered, and she's in good enough shape right now to go out and question the officiating and saying, why didn't we get the call? And I do agree with her. I thought maybe they got fouled.
The last foul on Holzer. As Burdick knocks down a 2-point shot. Back-to-back jumpers for Sierra Burdick.
Burdick gets good looks at the basket. She doesn't go to the 3-point line like a lot of players do. She can make the 15-footer, so that's where she puts herself. See, this defense right now is so long. The length on it is just covering so much ground that Vandy's really struggling with the arm length, getting it inside and making plays.
Lister tries to get it inside, does so to Clark, and Clark can't convert. Last touch by Tennessee. Lon Brown back on the floor to replace Katie Schran, the freshman.
Brown needs to come in right now for Vandy and give them a little spark. Get all the loose balls. Play really, really tough defense and maybe get an offensive rebound and stick it in.
Lister back to Fogarty. Fogarty today 0 for 2 from the field. Vanderbilt, no field goals in over 8 minutes.
Part of it's because of the Tennessee defense. This is the best defense I've seen them play in the first 10 minutes of this game all year.
Rory Johnson, great pass. Vicky Ball can't convert.
Vicky, you got to put that in the basket for your team. Somebody's got to make an outside shot to make the Tennessee defense go outside a little bit. Maybe run Fogarty through. Fogarty, you got to get a little more active.
In and out for Lister. Brown battles Manning and a foul against Alon Brown, and that'll be her second. That'll be the 5th team foul against the Commodores.
When you're Vandy right now, it's just frustrating when you can't get a shot to go down. It affects your rebound and it affects your defense.
Rory Johnson, foul on the way to the basket.
Yeah, I think when you play Tennessee, you got to find Gloria Johnson at all times. I can remember one time in Baton Rouge when we played LSU. When we played Tennessee, she had 16 rebounds, 9 of them on the offense.
Hard to stop that. Timeout taken by Vanderbilt. It's Melanie Balcom, who never uses a grease board in her timeout. She is always communicating with her team without any kind of
coaching aid.
Just talking.
Just talking. But right now, it's mental. You're down right now, 17-8. You've got to find a way to get your team back in the game, because when you play a team like Tennessee, you go down 10 or 12, it's hard to come back on them.
Well, Tennessee, 17 points on 7 of 15 shooting, and they have held Vanderbilt to 15%, 2 out of 13. Don't forget, coming up tonight, Arkansas and LSU, which should be an outstanding game. Arkansas played last night, had a good win. South Carolina and Georgia. Andy Landers and the Lady Dogs, the 3rd seed, taking on Dawn Staley's 6th-seeded South Carolina Gamecocks.
Georgia won the game in South Carolina by 2 points in the last 10 seconds in a great game.
That'll be fun tonight.
Be 2 great games tonight. I still think Vandy's going to get back in this game some way, somehow. They just got too many good shooters on the basketball team.
Clark chases down the rebound. Holzer 1 for 2. Lister 1 for 5. Fogarty 0 for 2. Brown 0 for 2. Clark 0 for 2. That's Vanderbilt's stat sheet. They go inside.
That's how they got to go. When you're 2 for 12, you got to go inside.
How about that tough shot from Megan Simmons, going 100 miles an hour and threw a fastball off the backboard.
Simmons has never seen a shot she didn't like. She's never seen one she didn't think she could make.
Simmons has been up and down this season shooting the basketball, but not shy about putting it up. Lister. Rebound to Johnson. Burdick. Trying to no-look and probably should have looked.
Yeah, no question about it. Don't get too fancy. Just make a little simple play. If it's not there, reverse the ball. Be very patient.
picks up the loose ball and is fouled on the way to the free throw line.
This is what I think Vandy's going to have to do is constantly try to attack the block when they can't and be able to watch. You watch a little high-low action. Screen off, go inside, deflected pass, get it, draw the foul. You're going to have to get the Tennessee bigs in foul trouble.
Lon Brown, the junior out of Atlanta, Georgia. Here comes Claire Watkins. A redshirt freshman from Charlotte. Her first action replaces Stephanie Holzer.
Vandy's always been a good free throw shooting team, shooting 72% this year. This is no exception. And then Brown, you miss it for me. You do it every time, don't you? I do it.
Vandy leads the conference in field goal percentage, three-point percentage, and free throw percentage. But they trail on the big board by 8. Massengale travels.
See, that turnover there is nothing but getting in a hurry. Why did that happen? Because Massengale tried to make something happen. Kind of let the game come to you, and then you got a shot at making a play.
These two clubs split their regular season meetings. Tennessee wins in Knoxville 87-64. And then in Nashville, Tennessee won 93-79. Around to Fogey. The SEC's leading scorer. Too strong. And a tie-up on the floor, and arrow will favor Tennessee. So the Lady Volunteers will have the basketball when we come back. Tennessee leads it 19-11.
Seen the signs on the passers-by. Something's got to give. Can't be free, but it's good for me. But this good thing comes along, and I can't deny too long.
Geico, saving people money on more than just car insurance.
Critics call the new Fox show Touch the next must-watch drama on television.
Your son sees the past, the present, the future. I don't know what that means. It's simple. Just trust your son.
It's unlike anything you've ever seen.
I know it sounds crazy, but I think I'm supposed to help you somehow.
A powerful, emotional journey.
These numbers that he's coming up with are connections that need to be made, and I'm the one who needs to make those connections for him.
Touch, the world premiere, this month on Fox.
If you missed the Dan Patrick Show, you've missed this.
This is the Dan Patrick Show.
It is gone. Woo! Breaking sports news.
Went to Dallas to cover the Super Bowl and the X Games broke out.
High-profile athletes and celebrities.
Charlie Sheen.
I love every cell of your perfect body. What's not to love, Dan Patrick?
And, of course, the Danettes. Yeah! The Dan Patrick Show. Weekdays.
Back inside Bridgestone Arena as you look at Kentucky and Florida's game summary. The Wildcats, the #1 seed in the tournament, hold on to get past Florida 71-67. They played 3 games this year. Kentucky won them all, but they were all very close games.
It's so difficult to beat a team 3 times. But when you got the player of the year, Matt, that's on your team, a kid that can make free throws, 24 points, 7 rebounds, can play 4 different positions. You got a shot in every game you play.
First game was decided by 5 points. Second game, 3 points. This one, 4 points. And Kentucky, 16 of their last 18 points came at the free throw line. And Audia Mathis, 24 points to lead Kentucky.
I don't have any doubt in my mind Florida is one of the 64 best teams in this country. NCAA bound. They win a game here. They play Kentucky tough.
Vicky Ball with another basket.
Is Ball on her way to having a career night? What a game.
Takeaway by Simmons. Up ahead to Massengale. And she's fouled by Brown, and that'll be number 3 on Alon Brown.
Vandy's got to be really, really careful right now, because if they don't watch it, Tennessee's playing so well. We got blood on a player, but if you're Vandy, you can't let them get too far ahead. 10 or 12 right now is about the limit.
Normally 20 seconds to try to clear up that blood, but apparently that Ginny Moshak, the team trainer for Tennessee, determines that is going to take a little bit more work. So Isabel Harrison, the freshman, on the way back to the tunnel in the locker room. Isabel from right here in Nashville, Tennessee. Didn't see what happened, but obviously got popped pretty good right around the nose and mouth area. Trying to wipe up some of that blood that was on the floor.
Right now, Vandy's got to find some way. We keep talking about it. Find some offense that'll break this tough 2-3 zone and be able to score. Either with the 3 ball, or somebody's going to have to pick it up the free throw line or somewhere. I thought the 2-point guards, Bass and Massengale, have played awfully well for Tennessee so far. Ran the team, not turning the ball over, getting the ball where you should get it to.
Tennessee's lead is 8. 6:48 to go here in the first half. Shockingly, Vanderbilt 3 of 17 from the floor, 0 for 7 from behind the arc, the best shooting team in the league. And Manning hits the deck, and she is in some pain. Loose ball, who's got it? And a whistle. I don't know if there was a foul on the play or if they just stopped play. They're going to say there was a foul on Vanderbilt. Christina Fogarty.
See, watch this, David. Ball goes to the weak side. You reverse the ball. You pass the ball. You bring it back. Good action. You skip a pass. You got to shoot the ball. Vandy's getting some open looks. They have not made a lot of them, so they're hesitating. Don't try to get closer to the basket. Try to make a basket.
We're in the home of the Nashville Predators of the NHL. That was a good check by Tiffany Clark.
I'm impressed that you knew that. Is that hockey?
I'm all over it, buddy.
All over it. I'll give you that one.
Take you to a Predators game.
Oh, yeah. I know all about hockey.
Tell you what, it's a lot of fun here in Nashville at Bridgestone Arena for the Predators. Great crowds, a good club. 24-11, Tennessee up by 13.
This is a great arena. I like how the people have treated us here. They've been awfully good to us.
Great home for the women's tournament. Of course, the men back here next year for their tournament. They'll be in New Orleans next week. Little dump down to Clark. Boy, in traffic. Used her strength and got it off the backboard.
I think that's an area Clark's got to work, get the ball, and finish some plays. Then when you do that, that zone gets a little smaller.
Simmons buries the jump shot.
What a great play by Simmons then. Came out with a little ball screen and shot it in the air.
Simmons with a couple of baskets. Clark battling inside with Vicky Ball, a tie-up, and Vandy has possession arrow.
Watch this little handoff. You see, one dribble, step up and shoot the ball. That's almost impossible to defend it when you can make that shot at that time.
Lister to inbound it, and a hold against Tennessee. Glory Johnson. And for Glory, that'll be her second. And here comes Manning back on the floor.
But right now, Tennessee's getting quality play with people they're bringing into the game. That's so vital to you. Tennessee's done a nice job of knowing where Fogy is. They're not giving her any open looks at the basket.
Fogy 0 for 3 from the field, and Vanderbilt as a team struggling again with the shot. Tabor-Spaney kicks it out to Simmons. In and out. Rebound to Vicky Ball.
Vicky's just played all the minutes this half, and she's just got all the offensive rebounds.
Simmons. Megan Simmons going crazy.
6 points into the game coming off the bench for Tennessee. What a spark plug.
Fogy. Misfires. Guess this one's going up too.
If you had any doubt she was going to shoot that ball, I had none. Great timeout for Vandy. Might be too late.
Wow, this is impressive. I don't know what's more impressive, Tennessee's offense or their defense.
It's both of them. You see this little Megan Simmons coming off. I mean, that's going to the basket big time, giving me the ball. Then you see triple penetration from Massingale. Right now, Simmons is feeling it. And as a player, when you're feeling it, there's no doubt. What is the most impressive right now? I'm going to say Tennessee's defense. Because here's why. I think it's the best defensive half I've seen them play. And I've not seen all their games. But I just think it's great defense. They've had some offensive games. They've scored 80, 90 points. But they limiting a good offensive basketball team to 13 points is outstanding defense.
Megan Simmons been on a tear off the bench. They're going to give a warning to Vanderbilt for not breaking the huddle. Remember one of the things we talked about before the season? Officials, when that second horn blows, they're going to drop the ball. And if you're there, you're there. The count starts.
That's one of the things, as a coach, former coach, you're going to tell me you're going to do something, we'll do it. Let's cut out the warning. Lay the ball down, and if nobody gets it, give it to the other team.
Tell you what, next time they'll get out of the huddle, won't they?
I guarantee you that. They'll have an assistant coach in charge of getting them out of the huddle.
Fogy might have got hit on the arm. Left it short. Simmons didn't see the ball coming, hit her in the shoulder.
Not a good choice of passes there. You've got to be careful. You've got to watch who you're throwing it to.
Stolen by Simmons. To the basket. She's got 10 off the bench.
I think Simmons is taking this little charge. If you're not going to start me, I'm going to prove you're playing the wrong, starting the wrong 5.
Simmons, 5 out of 6, 10 points to lead everybody. Lister got the friendly roll. And Jasmine Lister with her first 3 in 5 attempts. Andy, 1 out of 9 from behind the arc.
They just not shot the ball well when they've been a really good shooting team.
Here's Lister now, a little run out by the Commodores. Off to Fogy, fouled, and she'll step to the free throw line. Simmons will pick up the personal. That'll be her first. Timeout on the floor. Megan Simmons, very comfortable here in Nashville at the Bridgestone Arena.
Going to the bank without going to the bank. That's a step forward. With Chase Quick Deposit on your smartphone, you just snap a picture, hit send, and done. Chase Quick Deposit. Take a step forward and chase what matters.
The Southwest Patty Melt Thick Burger with jalapenos, pepper jack cheese, and Santa Fe sauce. Only at Hardee's.
All right, so what's with the everybody who plays gets a trophy nowadays? Since when does just showing up qualify you as a winner? Well, in the truck game, there's only one winner. Ford F-Series, America's #1 brand of trucks for 35 years straight. 35 years. Ford F-150, Ford Super Duty. Game over, baby.
Now get the 2012 Motor Trend Truck of the Year with up to $6,000 in total savings. Visit shopfordnow.com for more great offers.
(32-16), 3:05 to go here in the opening half, and Megan Simmons has been the story for the Lady Vols.
Simmons has 10 points in the coming off of the bench. She's made it from outside. She's penetrated. She stole the ball. She shot it from the 3-point line, the 2-point line. This should be a lesson to you, but players, listen to me. Coach doesn't start you, and you've been starting. You got two choices. You can either sulk and then get mad at the coach, or you can get out there and say, "Hey, coach, let me tell you a little something. See how I'm playing? I deserve to be there." So let me tell you about this favorite player thought. Every player thinks the coach has got to. Let me tell you who my favorite player is.
Oh, well, finish the first thought.
When you get a chance to come off the bench, play.
Okay, there you go.
Okay, play. And quit sitting around worrying about why you're not. But let me tell you, you're going to be the coach's favorite player. Get him or her 22 points and about 10 rebounds. You'll be the favorite player for that coach today. Megan Simmons, I guarantee you right now, Pat Summitt loves her right this second.
But the way Megan shoots it, that could change dramatically in a moment's notice.
Oh, yeah. And her defense leaves a little bit to be desired. So, Pat Summitt, you could get in that doghouse pretty quick. But right now, she's in the luxury doghouse.
Spaney out of the corner. That won't go. Holzer chases it down. Lister across the midcourt stripe. Vanderbilt season low for points and a half. 21. They've done it twice against South Carolina and Auburn, and right now sitting on 18 with 2.5 to go and a foul against Manning. And for Manning, that will be her second.
So you don't foul out there 32 feet from the basket with a player offensive back to the basket. Now you're going to take Fogarty, give her an opportunity to go to the free throw line. She's not shooting, but 83%. That's just like giving Vandy 2 points.
4 out of 4 today at the line and make it 5 out of 5. 0 for 5 from the field, though, for the SEC's leading scorer.
So you can tell when a kid's a good free throw shooter, they don't even hit the rim about half the time. Great rotation on the ball, tremendous knee bend.
So Fogarty gets them both. 12-point game.
Vandy has to come out of their matchup zone and go to play in Tennessee man. Doubling all ball screens. Create some offense with your defense.
Clark gets it to Fogarty. Back to Lister. Inside. Clark. Blocked by Ball and a foul.
Holly Warwick and the faithful here thought that was a clean block. Let's look inside and see what we have. Here goes Clark up. Come on, blocks a pretty good look, but I'm not quite that close to the play.
Vanderbilt will take the foul. They'll take the point any way they can get it.
When you got 21 with 2:11 to go, you'd take one just as a gift.
Clark got them both to go down, and Tennessee's lead, which was once 19 here in the first half, has been cut to 10.
That's the key factor. When you're down 19 or 18 or whatnot, if you can get it down to 8 or 9 right before halftime, then you go into halftime charged up.
Blocks the shot. By the way, Harrison back in the game for Tennessee. She's wearing number 2 instead of her number 20. There was blood on that jersey. She left the game with a bloody nose after playing just about a minute or so. Now back on the floor. Clock at 5. Massengale into the lane. There goes Harrison.
Too easier look then for Tennessee with the shot clock down to 1. You got to make them take a perimeter shot.
Bogey still can't find the basket. 0 for 6. Massengale bumped by Lister at the free throw line before the shot. Boy, Megan Simmons has a look of determination on her face today. I don't know what practice was like this week, but
it looks like Simmons has just come out just inspired. I mean, right now when she's getting the ball, no hesitation, going to the rack. It's kind of like this. Play me or trade me, so to speak. If you're not, and that would be play me or set me down, so to speak. It wouldn't be a trade me. But if you don't play me, just set me down, because I'm going after it today.
Simmons converts the front end of the free throw. By the way, Tennessee, when they are really good, they dominate the backboards, and that's what they've done here in the first half. They lead 21-12 in the rebounding department. In the meeting in Nashville, Vanderbilt really put it to Tennessee in terms of rebounds, and one of the reasons Vandy put up 93 in that game.
But both teams now are at the time of year. You got to bring it every day. You've got to. You can't. There's no letdowns. There's no time that you can say, "Well, I didn't take this game, this opponent seriously. Now it's time to play."
Now Fogarty. It took almost the entire first half, 19 minutes to be exact, for Christina Fogarty to hit her first field goal.
But I think she did a good job of looking for the
travel against Spain.
Good call all the way. No doubt in my mind. But I think Fogarty's got it. She was looking for her shot. She's got to get like Simmons. Simmons for Tennessee, if she touches the ball, she's trying to fire electrically. I think if you're Fogarty right now with your team, you got to move around, hunt a shot, hunt a possession.
Schran, perfect. Knocks down the jump shot. And it's inside of 10 points. It's an 8-point game. It was as large as 19 for Tennessee.
If you're Vandy, you've got to feel good about this situation, but you want to end the half with a defensive stop.
Simmons, 2 seconds, fires. Short, and that'll do it for the half. So the Commodores with a little momentum here in the final 5 minutes of the first half. Tennessee put it on them big time in the first 15 minutes. Tennessee shoots 53%. They hold Vandy to 27%, and the lead is 8 at the break. The second-seeded Lady Vols and the 7th-seeded Commodores. We'll come back with our halftime activities from Nashville's Bridgestone Arena. Back in a moment.
Predicting the future is hard. But I have this new smartphone, and now I can see everything more clearly. I can organize the analysis, sort through all the data, maybe even rattle some cages. I predict that I'm gonna like the future, because the future's where I'll be serving up humble pie, a la mode.
AT&T introduces the Samsung Galaxy Note. Phone, tablet, both.
You are faithful. You wear your colors with pride. This is your place. SECstore.com. All the gear, all the goods, all the colors you need for suiting up each week. It's the one-stop shop for SEC fans. Conference merchandise right at your fingertips. At championship time, it's the quickest way to get officially licensed championship caps and tees. Great quality, huge variety, quick shopping, easy clicking, fast shipping every day, anytime at SECstore.com.
Online now, FoxSportsSouth.com has complete Brave spring training coverage. Log on to hear Chipper's thoughts on retirement and follow McCann through practice from the view of our helmet can.
Nice pitch, Fred.
It's all exclusively on FoxSportsSouth.com. Tomorrow, it's an SEC West rematch between the Bulldogs and the Razorbacks. Who can gain momentum heading into tournament play? Mississippi State, Arkansas. Tomorrow at 5 on Fox Sports South, where the madness begins. Brought to you by Regions. Join the conversation now and follow us on Twitter.
I love the game of golf, so much so that I put a golf simulator in our studio. Although one Danette, I think, took it just a little too far.
Boys?
Can you believe this guy?
McEgo. Yeah. Hey, Kobe, I just want to thank you very much for taking the time for the Dan Patrick Show. I really
I really don't know how he's going to explain this to his wife.
Shamiqua Holtzcall, the SEC legend for the Tennessee Lady Vols, with a big hug from her head coach, Pat Summitt, being honored here at halftime, part of the Legends program. And a great weekend of activities surrounding some of the players. Kind of set the groundwork, laid the groundwork for SEC women's basketball. None better than that. Shamiqua Holtzclaw, you had a chance to coach and see her a little bit, huh?
Yes, and let me tell you what Holtzclaw could do. She could just affect the game in so many ways. She could affect it with rebounding, and she could affect it defensively. Now, everybody thinks about all the points she scored, and she scored so many points, but she could rebound the ball, and she was one of the best defenders Tennessee's ever had.
Was she on your Olympic team?
Yes, she was on the team before I got it, and then she tried. She was working out with us, and then some injuries forced her to withdraw at that time.
Boy, she was exciting to watch, no question about it. And, of course, Tennessee in the first half, very exciting, too. They were knocking down shots left and right, going with an all-senior starting lineup, and it set the tone here at the tournament.
I don't think there's any doubt. Pat Summitt's been known to switch lineups from time to time and years to years. He did it this time because they played so well against Florida. This was an outstanding effort, especially defensively, by Pat Summitt's team.
Yeah, but how about Vanderbilt, though, getting back in? They didn't get rattled. They could have got run out of this building. They were down by as many as 19.
Melanie Balcom's basketball team is never going to get rattled. They're always, I don't care where they're down. I've seen them be on this tournament, be down 12 with 7 minutes to go, find a way to win a game. They play well in this building. I knew they would come back. Now, to cut it to 8 right before halftime, that's very, very big for Vandy. You want it to less than double digits going into the second half.
Well, there's some great basketball coming up tonight as we will continue with quarterfinal Friday. And a good one is Arkansas and LSU will square off. Two great stories. I mean, the injury bug has certainly plagued LSU all season long, but they found a way to get a bye. And Arkansas, coach, they certainly lost their first 4 and started to roll. Then the second game, Andy Landers, Dawn Staley matching up. Andy Landers finally with a healthy team. First time all year he's able to practice with everybody this week and bringing everybody to this game in this tournament. Your thoughts about these two games?
I don't think there's any doubt. I think both games will go down to the last 2 minutes. I think Baird will make a shot and LSU will find a way to win. I think Jasmine James will make a play with about a minute and a half to go and Georgia will win. But I think both games will go down to the last 2 or 3 minutes. There'll be 2 or 3 plays. I think it's going to be some great basketball in here at this time.
Let me ask you about Arkansas before we go to break and what changed for them after the 0-4 start in league play.
Psychologically, let me tell you what Coach Tom Collins did. This is unbelievable. He gathered his team together, marked off the top 3 teams, threw them off the board, started a new league, and he says right now we're 0-0. You know, when they went 9-1 at that 9 out of 10, he put on the board Arkansas's leading the new league 9-1. He changed their attitudes.
So we had a 9-team league going into
everybody else had a 12-team league. My man over in Arkansas, I promise you he did this. He would put up the board. He'd already played Kentucky, Georgia, and Tennessee. All of them had beat them. Right. So he just grabbed them on the board and just flipped them out of there. He told me they put it in the dressing room. He said they never mentioned it again. So when they went 5-1, he said, boy, can you believe Arkansas's leading the league? What a great motivational piece of work. That's why I put him in as Coach of the Year.
I love it. He did win SEC Coach of the Year this year, and a great job for the Lady Razorbacks. Christina Fogarty had a great season. She led the league in scoring. She'll need more of those in the second half. Back with the coach in a moment.
It's Toyota's #1 for everyone sales event. It's a great chance to save big on our most popular models. Toyota has the longest lasting vehicles of any full-line automaker, so it's no surprise that Tacoma is America's #1 selling compact pickup. For the season's best deals, better hurry in for this one.
Right now, lease the new 2012 Toyota Tacoma for $269 a month. That's $269 a month. Plus, get Toyota Care with complimentary maintenance and roadside assistance. The great savings won't last long. Don't miss out.
I've actually been eating at O'Charlie's for 33 years.
Real people on why they really love O'Charlie's.
That was a hot place to take a girl at O'Charlie's downtown.
The friendliest staff. The rolls always bring us back. Oh, our first date. I mean, what's O'Charlie's?
Two people can enjoy one great meal for just $20. Share one fresh full-size appetizer and enjoy two generous entrees for just $20. At O'Charlie's, we put the O's in good food.
Does your business have the financial control it needs? Here's what you can expect from Regions. A bank that provides you with real business expertise. Check. A professional optimization of your cash flow with a Regions Cash Core analysis. Check. Cash management solutions and the smart lending options you need to grow your business. Check. Plus, it all comes with award-winning service to help you achieve more balance. Interested? Let's talk. Looking good.
Divorce. It threatens the things that you've worked hardest for. Your home, savings, and retirement. And above all, your relationship with your kids. Don't let divorce cost you any more than it has to. Call Cordell & Cordell, a partner men can count on.
Catch the SEC Women's Tournament tonight on Fox Sports South.
Every child deserves hope and healing. Specialized care. 170 hospitals strong. There's one near you. They all need your support.
Ready to go.
Children's Miracle Network Hospitals. Helping local kids.
Back inside Bridgestone Arena, Tennessee feeling very comfortable. 35-27 our score at the break, but a good run by Vanderbilt down the stretch to kind of close the gap. That was as big as 19 points. And offensively, Tennessee, as we said, feels very comfortable. They got some inside shots. They got the perimeter game working. I mean, it seemed like, other than the last 5 minutes of the half, the first 15 probably as good a 15 minutes Tennessee played.
I don't think there's any doubt when they had Strickland and Johnson in the game. The difference in the game, when those two went out of the game with foul troubles, Tennessee's whole complex changed. They didn't score as well. They didn't defend as well. They didn't rebound as well. And then Vandy taking advantage of going inside a little bit when those two went out of the game.
Well, fortunately for Tennessee, Megan Simmons came off the bench, and well, she likes to shoot it only when the ball touches her hand.
Never likes any other shot except the one she's getting. She does a great job of penetrating. She has 11 points. This is hard to believe. She has 11 points in 10 minutes of playing time. Wow, she creates some offense with her defense. Look at this great shot.
Megan Simmons with 10 points in that first half off the bench. And you see Vanderbilt 27% shooting. That matches their point total of 27. And they were dominated on the glass, down 8 in that, and neither team shot the three ball very well.
And when I look at Vandy shooting, 27% did not shoot the three ball. I cannot believe they're only down 8.
Well, they shoot it like they normally do. We'll have a great second half. Stay with us, back in a moment.
There's nothing more thrilling to SEC fans than when our teams win. Winning is what SEC student athletes are used to, both on and off the field. Winning means commitment, and commitment is precisely what our corporate sponsors have pledged in their support of SEC athletics. And every time you support SEC sponsors, you're boosting the dreams and aspirations of more than 5,000 student athletes. The SEC corporate sponsors, and you. Now that's a team.
Texas Pete wing sauce.
Bird brains.
Over 5,000 SEC student athletes. 2,583 named to academic honor roll. 329 named academic All-American. 12 universities. One mission. The Southeastern Conference, equipping tomorrow's leaders today.
The war had been going on for 2 years, and I got the calling. I got the calling to join the service and support the boys over there. I never thought that I would have PTSD. I thought that I had enough coping skills.
I don't think anybody who goes into combat could ever honestly say that they're not different when they come home.
My life's changed. What you take as a simple thing is not so simple for me anymore.
It's like a pressure cooker. And, you know, you want somebody desperately to trip that valve. You know, you want to, like, you know, lose all of that anger and angst.
I would say to those people that are out there, get educated. Don't brush us aside and don't count us out.
Hear more of their stories at usoinvisiblewounds.org. The wounds are invisible. The stories are real.
The Lady Volunteers making their way back on to the Bridgestone Arena court. They lead it by 8 over the Vanderbilt Commodores. Second half basketball on the other side.
That's so cool.
Everyone, it's $37 a piece.
Paying with your smartphone instead of cash. That's a step forward. With Chase Person-to-Person Quick Pay, you can send money directly to your friend's checking account. All you need is their email address or mobile number.
Don't worry, honey, I'll show you. Thanks, everyone.
So take a step forward and chase what matters.
How did we do it last time?
I don't know, I forget.
Hello, neighbors.
Hey, Scott, perfect timing.
Feeding your lawn need not be so difficult. Get a load of this bad boy.
Sweet.
This snap spreader system from Scott's makes caring for your lawn snap, cracking simple, guaranteed. Just take the handy no-mess bag, then snap, lock, and go. It's a new day for lawn care. Feeding's never been so easy. To see a demo of the snap spreader, go to scotts.com. Feed your lawn. Feed it.
If you had $1 for every dollar car insurance companies say they'll save you by switching, you'd have like a ton of dollars. But how are they saving you those dollars? A lot of companies might answer or no comment. Then there's Esurance, born online, raised by technology, and majors in efficiency. So whatever they save, you save. Hassle, time, paperwork, hair tearing out, and yes, especially dollars. Esurance, insurance for the modern world. Click or call.
Some of the players, they have a bad taste in their mouth from last year.
They're tired of not living up to what they know they are.
If you end the season like that, that's got to be motivational.
Everybody knows what happened in September, and, you know, we don't want that to happen again. Everybody's got a chip on their shoulder.
They are determined to erase what happened in September and move forward.
I think everybody started working hard right after the season, and hopefully be able to prove that to everybody this year.
Either makes you a little bit stronger or it makes you fold, and I don't think our team's going to fold.
Log on and like us on Facebook to join the conversation happening now.
Watch this.
Movie lovers know.
FX has the movies. Oh my goodness.
Now, welcome to FX Movie Channel.
Freaking awesome.
FXM has all the movies, all the time.
Groundbreaking.
Presented with limited commercial interruptions.
It's unbelievable.
Available now on Fox Movie Channel.
Determined that we will extend the halftime for 10 to 15.
Well, this was the scene just moments ago here in Bridgestone Arena. Mickey DeMoss and company, the coaching staff for Tennessee, telling their players to head back inside the tunnel as there are severe storms in the area. A tornado watch is in effect for the Nashville area. And obviously a few years ago, those of you might remember the tornado that ripped through the Georgia Dome, and luckily nobody injured in that particular affair in Atlanta, Georgia. And certainly precautions taken by the Southeastern Conference. They've been on alert since early this morning and put together a game plan in case this situation happened. So they're going to extend halftime until this storm warning is removed. But for the safety of everybody, that is where we stand right now. So a delay here in Nashville due to the storms outside of Bridgestone Arena. So we will send you to alternate programming. We will keep you updated as well. But at halftime, Tennessee's up 8.
The following is a Sports South original program.
Starkville, Mississippi State is very unique.
You have a great family atmosphere. We're in a great college town.
Everybody feels a part of everything.
1, 2, 3. Believe that. You're a family. You're a family.
Our job is to create great experiences. We want that experience to bring pride and loyalty.
It just makes it just a tremendous place, a tremendous experience.
There are nothing but neat things ahead for Mississippi State.
Welcome to Spotlight Mississippi State Athletics. I'm Ray Goodrich. What began in 1878 as the Agricultural and Mechanical College of the state of Mississippi has today become a vibrant university of almost 20,000 students and a very prominent athletic program. Over the next 30 minutes, we're going to introduce you to some of the people responsible for the success of that program, beginning with one of the NCAA's youngest athletic directors and a Mississippi State grad himself, Scott Strickland. Scott, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the facilities here at Mississippi State, the athletic facilities, and what better place to start than a freshly resurfaced track.
Yeah, well, we just spent $3 million on it, and in fact, they're still repainting the stripes right now, so be careful, let's not get wet paint on us.
Yeah, we want to be invited back.
Absolutely. You know, in our league is so competitive, as you know, from covering it, and the facilities say a lot about you. And they say a lot about you to your current coaches and student athletes, let them know how important a particular program is, but obviously for recruits and fans and everything else. And so it's so important that we constantly evaluate how can we take our already good facilities and make them better, take them to that next level.
Because that's what every other team in the SEC is doing.
Absolutely. And you want to be smart about your money, because while we do have great resources in the SEC, you want to be wise about how you spend them. And so we take an approach, we try to have a 3, 5, 10-year plan on all of our facilities where we kind of know down the road what we're going to be investing in and spending our money in. And hopefully we're giving our coaches, our student athletes, our fans the tools and the amenities around them to have a great experience when they come on our campus.
Well, we came on a good day because we get a chance to have a little whirlwind tour here at some of the facilities. So let's go take a look at some more.
Let's go check out tennis.
All right. Okay, so this is an example of a facility that's been around for a while, but even this one recently got a little bit of a facelift. You guys are constantly trying to improve these facilities.
Absolutely. Pitt's Tennis Center has been on our campus for 80 years. It's hosted SEC and NCAA tournaments. You know, we just added new scoreboards. You know, just every little thing you can do to add value. We talk a lot as a department about our job is to create great experiences. And when people hear us say that, I think they think of game day. And that's obviously an important experience that we're trying to make as good as possible. But really, it's 365 days a year. We want our student athletes, obviously it's an educational experience and the attention that they're getting academically and as athletes. But for our fans and alumni who love this place, we want that experience to bring pride and loyalty and emotion to where when they put that sweatshirt on, or when they have that maroon tie at work or that coffee mug that has MSU on it, that they have pride and they want their coworkers to know where they went to school because of the positive experiences that are being created here in our athletic program.
Well, Scott, this isn't exactly an athletic venue, but a very important building for the athletic department nonetheless. Tell me what's here.
Well, this is the Templeton Athletic Academic Center, and it was opened in 2009, about a $10–11 million facility, and it's the hub of a very important part of what we do, which is educate our student athletes.
Right.
We have over 350 student athletes that play in 16 sports, and this is where they come to get their academic advising, to have, if they want to meet with a tutor, get set up through this group, study hall, which students are required to spend a certain amount of time each week in study hall. We also have a great a cafeteria in there that our student athletes use, but it's also open to the general public and other students on campus. And it's a critical piece of what we do. It obviously helps in making sure that our students are on track to graduate and they're performing the way they should in the classroom. It's also a great recruiting tool, and we keep coming back to that, you know. But that's a big part of what facilities do. As I said, they say a lot about you.
Well, as much as I'd like to stand here and talk a little more, I keep having the whiff of hot dogs coming this way. No, I think we're headed toward Duty Noble. I gotta tell you, it always amazes me every time I come out here, you know, and I'm not easily amazed.
Right. There's nothing like it. The left field lounge. The great thing about this is, it's the best atmosphere in college baseball, and you can pack, you know, thousands upon thousands of people out here, and there's a social aspect. You get to view the game and experience that. The great thing about it is you know, no marketing plan happened, and nobody sat down and said, how do you just start this? It just happened. And you know, the really cool traditions and the great things in college athletics, they're just kind of organic. They just kind of naturally occur. And one day, you know, someone pulled up their pickup truck out here beyond the outfield wall and let down the tailgate and started watching the game. And some buddies joined him. Before too long, you know, you had a flock of folks, and it was kind of the place to be.
Decks being put up.
Exactly, and it's, you know, it's kind of the state fair meets college baseball, and you know, it's tailgating and all that stuff rolled into one, and there's nothing like it.
Coming up on Spotlight, Mississippi State Athletics, a little hardwood and hard hitting.
I'm hard through this.
As we visit the Bulldog basketball and football programs. But up next, it's back out to historic Dudy Noble Field and a chat with Mississippi State baseball coach John Cohen.
Take it, take it. Good job.
Two down out there, two down.
Sometimes coming home can be a battle in itself. Our wounded warriors need everyone's support to meet the challenges they face every day. The USO provides every American a way to support them and their families.
What?
It's good to be back. Join us. Visit USO.org to learn how you can make a difference in the lives of our wounded warriors. The USO, until everyone comes home.
I love the game of golf, so much so that I put a golf simulator in our studio. Although one Danette, I think, took it just a little too far.
Boys? Can you believe this guy? It's like Nick Ego. Yeah.
Hey, Kobe, I just want to thank you very much for taking the time for the Dan Patrick Show.
I really don't know how he's going to explain this to his wife.
Hey, double plays. Here we go. 434. Wow. Oh, he's out. DeMarcus, you better not screw up. There's a camera over here, buddy. For a freshman, man, that's high pressure stuff.
Welcome back to Spotlight Mississippi State Athletics. We're now at legendary Dudy Noble Field, joined by the head baseball coach for the Bulldogs, John Cohen. Coach, I gotta think that if there's an SEC bucket list, that coming to a game at Dudy Noble Field has got to be on that list, and I speak from experience.
Yeah, I agree with you, Ray. I think this is one of those special places that you just kind of have to see to believe. I feel so privileged to be in a place that has this kind of tradition with the players that have come through here, but not only the players, but the tradition of the fans. You know, when you see the left field lounge and all it has to offer, and the stadium really, which was one of the very first of its kind, if not the first in the Southeastern Conference, then you just feel privileged to be in this kind of atmosphere.
Can you put your finger on what it is that's unique? How is it that this developed into what it is, that it's not only a game, it's an event?
Well, it's interesting because when I came here, my wife described Dudy Noble Field as the Carnegie Hall of college baseball.
That's great.
It might not necessarily, Ray, it might not be the biggest, it might not be the newest, it might not have all the bells and whistles, but it was one of the first. And it was one of those deals in college baseball, if you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. And certainly that seems to be the case. But with the nature of our fans and the tradition and and everything surrounding Mississippi State. Baseball's always just been a little bit different here. It's not just that third wheel type of sport. It's a major player on campus here.
Well, you certainly speak from experience. Played here, won a College World Series here. Talk about what drew you here initially and then what brought you back as a coach.
I can tell you what drew me here instantaneously. It was Will Clark. It was a Rafael Palmeiro. It was a Bobby Thigpen. More than that, it was a Ron Polk, the legendary coach here. And Mississippi State cared about baseball way before any of the other folks in the SEC really cared. And I think that goes from the administration on down. Larry Templeton was our athletic director. And they're just, when you came here on a visit, there's just overwhelming feeling that baseball matters. And I think to this day, you drive up to the stadium and you say, wow, you know, baseball matters at Mississippi State. All right, here we go. 2 times around. This counts. Finish, finish, finish. Good job. Hey, show that freshman how to do it, Jerron.
The athletic department overall, what is the responsibility of the baseball program? Obviously, every team has a responsibility to promote athletics, to promote the university. What's the role of the baseball team?
Well, around the country, baseball is lumped into a group of sports called Olympic sports. It's kind of all other sports. At a place like Mississippi State, even around the entire SEC, it's not one of those other sports. It is a main cog of the machine that forms an athletic department, and I feel like especially here, because this tradition and the people who have been coming here.
You know, you talk about that tradition, and as you look to the future, I got to think it's a very delicate balancing act for you to pull that tradition with you in the future, but also look towards new ways to make this program better.
No question. We you know, if you're not moving forward, you're moving backwards, and we feel like we have to move forward. We're constantly doing things to this older facility. I say it's older, it's 23 years old. It is the oldest facility of its kind in the Southeastern Conference, and there's been some additions, but we have great plans for it. And you know, more than anything, we need to move what's happening on the field, the product on the field forward. I kind of like that, Jarrett. I kind of like that. We feel like there's some very special facility plans on the way that are going to happen. Good job. On the side, great job today.
Still to come on Spotlight, Mississippi State Athletics.
When I come off the ball hard, if I'm going to run a 40-yard dash, I don't come off the ball running like that, do I? Run off the ball!
Head football coach Dan Mullen is fired up about the future of his program.
Good is not going to cut it around here anymore. We want to take that next step.
But up next, a visit with head hoops coach Rick Stansberry.
No longer do you have to leave the state to find a place to play, win, and get a good education.
The official show of Action Sports is on Fuel TV.
Action Sports Plus.
The biggest names.
Absolutely.
Exclusive highlights.
Wow.
Facebook, text, or tweet what you want to see. From innovation to fascination. Action Sports Plus, Tuesday, 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific. Only on Fuel TV.
The war had been going on for 2 years, and I got the calling. I got the calling to join the service and support the boys over there. I never thought that I would have PTSD. I thought that I had enough coping skills.
I don't think anybody who goes into combat could ever honestly say that they're not different when they come home.
My life's changed. What you take as a simple thing is not so simple for me anymore.
It's like a pressure cooker. And, you know, you want somebody desperately to trip that valve. You know, you want to, like, you know, lose all of that anger and angst.
I would say to those people that are out there, get educated. Don't brush us aside and don't count us out.
Hear more of their stories at usoinvisiblewounds.org. The wounds are invisible. The stories are real.
You got to be ready to give us some help in this game, young man. You know that.
Yes, sir.
I got to have you in this game. The main thing is just how hard you got to play, man. You should just keep thinking about that. Don't think about anything else. Hey, get your shot, take it.
Well, Coach, we're here in the Hump, one of the premier SEC destinations for basketball. Talk a little bit about what the atmosphere is like for a basketball game here, because I've been here. I know what it's like.
Well, you've been here many times, so you know when this place is full, there's not a better place or a more difficult place for an opponent to come here and play. And again, it's you know, our fans have had a lot to do with the success we've had here.
Talk about that. What is it that's unique about this place that brings the fans in and makes them so rabid for a basketball game here?
I think we've been fortunate to have some success over the years. And so you've had a little success that always helps some. But our fans have been a big part of that. You know, I think the thing that separates us from a lot of schools is I think everybody feels a part of things here. It's kind of got that family atmosphere, and everybody can feel a part of this winning, and that's what makes it special.
That's nice. Now, you talk about the success. You've been here a long time. You've been a big part of that success. Is there, not to give away any trade secrets, but what's been the secret for you specifically here at Mississippi State?
Well, I think that secret's the same for all coaches that's been in one place for a long time. We've had good players.
Yeah.
That's where it starts at. So we've been blessed with some good players. Let's go, babe. You know what you got to do now. Let's go out and play. Starkville, Mississippi State is very unique. And it's not the best place or the right place for everyone. But for that right kid, it's the best place in America. Because you can come here and get a quality education on a campus where everybody feels a part of everything. You don't get lost in your surroundings.
Yeah.
And again, I think that's special. And a young man can go to school and concentrate on the two things he goes to school for, academics and athletics. Now, if he wants the distractions of the outside things, they're everywhere. But they don't come looking for you. You have to go looking for them. I think that's what makes it special.
So give me the pitch. What do you tell a kid when you want to get a young man to come to school here? What's your pitch?
You know, like we tell kids all the time, you know, no longer do you have to leave the state to find a place to play, win, and get a good education. We've done all those things. And at the same time, do it close to home, where your family can see you play. So.
That's nice. As you move forward, what do you envision for the future of this program? I know it's one thing to get to the mountaintop. It's another thing to stay there.
Our goals are the same every year, compete for championships. And we will continue to do that with the young men we recruit and what we do in this program.
Is there a role that you feel that your team plays in the overall success of this athletic program?
I think the one thing about our program, we've been pretty consistent. And with some stats, I think in 12 years, there's only, or 13 years, whatever it is now, there's only 2 schools that have won more games than we have overall. In the same span of time, there's only 2 schools that's won more championships than we have. So we've had some consistency, and I think that helps the athletic department from that term where everybody can relate to us.
Up next, Dan's been the man for Mississippi State.
We got guys to commit to playing with effort. If we told them they believed, good things would happen to them.
A candid conversation with Dan Mullen when we return to Spotlight Mississippi State Athletics.
What could be better than enjoying a big grilled hamburger, a bowl of delicious fresh fruit, or giving your beloved pet a healthy meal?
But do you know the foods you're serving to your family and pets right now could be contaminated?
Just last year, millions of people and pets were sickened. Hundreds of thousands were hospitalized, and thousands actually died from foodborne illnesses.
How do you know which food is unsafe to prepare, serve, and eat?
Are they in your pantry?
In your refrigerator?
Or your dog and cat's food dish?
Fact is, you, your family, and pets could be eating a contaminated food right now.
That's why the iDoggyBag Foundation has created the Nipper Alert.
The Nipper Alert sends you a tweet the minute a pet or people food has been recalled.
It's like the Amber Alert, only for food.
It's just that simple.
You can receive the Nipper Alert by following the iDoggyBag Foundation on Twitter, Facebook, and iDoggyBag.org.
I'm Sherry Belafonte, and I say eat healthy, eat safe, and be connected with the Nipper Alert. iDoggyBag. Do you?
I love the game of golf, so much so that I put a golf simulator in our studio. Although one Danette, I think, took it just a little too far.
Boys? Can you believe this guy? It's like Mick Ego. Yeah.
Hey, Kobe, I just want to thank you very much for taking the time for the Dan Patrick Show.
I really don't know how he's going to explain this to his wife.
I've heard so many great things, not just about the state, but the people in this community, the people that are involved in this university. Their loyalty, the excitement that I've seen in the last 24 hours is unbelievable. And I really can't wait to get going. And I hope we give them a football team they can be proud of.
Dan, take me back to the decision to come to Mississippi State a couple of years back. And what would make you leave such a successful program like Florida to come here?
You know, it was interesting. When it came up, I thought we had a lot of great things going to Florida. I had Tim Tebow come back for another year. And We got to meet with Urban and talk about it, but really the thought process, the first thought to me was opportunity to be a head football coach in the Southeastern Conference. And they don't come around. There's only 12 of those opportunities out there, and they don't come around very often.
Beautiful day in Stark Vegas today. Hey, babe. It's that cool ocean breeze we just felt coming through right there. It's traveled a couple hundred miles, but we have that nice, cool Gulf breeze coming up here.
Take into account fans, facilities, coaching staff, you name it. What do you have to sell here at Mississippi State football?
You have a great family atmosphere. We're in a great college town where, young people get to come to school, be around the college atmosphere. Wherever you go in Starkville, you're going to be around college students. And, there's a certain bit of energy and a certain bit of life when you're around that age of 18 to 22-year-olds that are really blossoming. It's just such a great environment. And, you combine that with the quality of people that we have here at the university and in Starkville, Mississippi. And it just makes it just a tremendous place, a tremendous experience.
Talk about some of the facilities you have here and maybe some of the plans that are in the future for the football program.
I seem to be in a meeting every day with, in working to get
The National Weather Service in Nashville has issued a tornado warning for southern Davidson County in Middle Tennessee, northwestern Rutherford County in Middle Tennessee, north central Williamson County in Middle Tennessee, Wilson County in Middle Tennessee, until 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. At 4:06 p.m. Central Standard Time, National Weather Service Doppler radar indicated a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado. This dangerous storm was located near Oak Hill, or 6 miles south of Nashville, and moving east at 60 miles per hour. In addition to a tornado, large hail to golf ball size and winds to 70 miles per hour are possible with this storm. This dangerous storm will be near Laurel Hill, Belinda City, and Mount Juliet around 4:20 p.m. Central Standard Time, Lebanon around 4:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, Watertown around 4:40 p.m. Central Standard Time. To report severe weather, contact your nearest law enforcement agency. They will relay your report to the National Weather Service in Nashville.
It really changes your perspective on the cowbell.
Having known you for a few years, I've seen you get really fully vested in the lives of your players, whether it's personally, academically, athletically. Talk about what the motivation is for that and what the result is.
In every aspect of our players' lives, we want to push them to greatness. We want to see them succeed. For us to push them to the levels we need to push them, to fulfill our expectations on the field, in the weight room, in conditioning, in the community, in the classroom, to fulfill those expectations, we have to push them to extreme levels. And if you do not have the family atmosphere behind that, if all you're doing is pushing, and never hugging, eventually you'll push and you look around and they're all gone. And, so part of it is that atmosphere, that environment that we create with the team, with the family, that we're going to push you so hard, but we're also going to hug you and love you as a family. And that's where I've seen us become successful as our players.
Believe in yourself, believe in each other. Each one of you is going to make the play to win the game tonight. Believe that. Believe that. You're a family.
They're fully believe in our program. They don't just play for themselves. They also play for the person next to them. And they also play to represent this football program, this university.
Give me some buzzwords for the future. What is your vision? What do you hope to happen for this program?
Our big buzzword this season is going from good to great. We took over a program, we got guys to commit to playing with effort. If we told them they believed, good things would happen to them. And coming off a season where you finished 9-4, ranked 15th in the nation, win the Gator Bowl and New Year's Day bowl game, there's a lot of positives happening. One of the things we have to make our team understand is that's good. Yeah, but good is not going to cut it around here anymore. We want to take that next step to go from good to great.
The intensity. You can just feel the intensity in the air. 100% up and back, 100%. Open it up now. We have to reach our potential today. Reach your potential today.
And the sacrifices made to find a way to win 2 more games, to win 3 more games than we did last year. Those are huge steps, and huge gains need to be made. And, if we can do that, we're going to continue accelerating the future that we want. But that is it. It's amazing that, because a lot of our guys are happy right now. But they're happy that we're good. Good's not going to cut it. We need to go to great.
You seem like you're having fun here.
We love it here. We love it here. We're having a great time. We have things going in the right direction. We have a lot of work still ahead of us to build this program where we want. But I think myself, our coaching staff, and this university is certainly up for the challenge to get us to that next level of greatness.
Team on 3. 1, 2, 3. Well, the teams of Mississippi State appear to be in the hands of some very proven athletic talent, and like their namesake Bulldogs, are tenaciously committed to succeeding on the field of play and in the classroom. Safe to say State fans can expect more great teams, more great seasons, and more cowbell. That'll do it for Spotlight Mississippi State Athletics. I'm Ray Goodrich. Thanks for watching.
And welcome back to Nashville, Bridgestone Arena. We're all still here, thankfully. And it doesn't appear anybody left. 35-27 is our score after some serious storms rumbled through the area. Still plenty of storms in the Nashville area. And, Coach, we were watching the monitor in the back, and it was a substantial storm that went just south of Bridgestone Arena, just by a few miles over in the Green Hills area of Nashville, if you're familiar with that. Got hit pretty hard with some storms. We luckily just had some serious rain and some heavy winds, but it appears that we will be able to play on now. There's put 8 minutes on the clock. Teams came back out, and they're getting loose. Your thoughts about that in terms of how this will impact the game?
I think it favors Vandy. Anytime you're behind, it just gives you more minutes together, your team together. Vandy's not playing quite as many players as Tennessee. They're not quite as deep. I think it gives those players a rest. They played first game, and that gave them a longer rest in between games.
Well, certainly Melanie Balcom and her team finished strong in that first half, but what a first 15 minutes by Tennessee. Just an explosive Tennessee Lady Vol team on offensively and defensively. As you look at the first half stats, they shoot 56%, and on the flip side, they hold Vandy to 27%, the best shooting team in the league.
And also, they were just dominant on the boards, 21-13. But when you look at it from Vandy's side, you're only down 8, and you have not shot the ball any, and you've been a really good shooting basketball team.
Well, Tennessee will take this 8-point lead into the second half. As you look at Vandy's leading scorers, Christina Fogarty has 9. Now, she came in as the SEC's leading scorer, struggled with her shot in the first half. She finished up just 1 of 7, but got to the free throw line and made all 6 of her attempts there. Meanwhile, Tennessee on the flip side, led by Megan Simmons, 11 points off the bench, 5 out of 7 from the floor. Anytime you have more points and minutes, you're doing something quite well.
I don't think there's any doubt Simmons has been able to score from every facet on the fast break from outside, mid-range jumpers. She's the difference in getting Tennessee a larger lead.
Well, certainly my third storm I've weathered covering basketball. Of course, the SEC men's tournament in Atlanta a few years ago, which sent the tournament over to Georgia Tech to finish up. Georgia won it, actually played 2 games in one day. And then, of course, last year, Tennessee Lady Vols played at Ole Miss. We had a rain out. 5 minutes to go in the game. The roof leaked, and they called that one off, and now we have this particular storm. So if you want some weather, just invite me.
You're the man that they say is going to build a new arena at Ole Miss. Because of that leakage, they've got a plan now to build a brand new arena. Dave Neal started that for you Ole Miss fans. I just want you to know.
It's no longer the Tad Pad. It's Dave Neal's house. I like that.
Yeah, it's going to be Dave Neal's house. It's going to be a nice gym.
Well, I've been gone so long, I think my wife will probably throw me out of the house when I get back, so I need a new home. Here we go. Second half basketball. Tennessee, led by Pat Summitt, Vanderbilt, Melanie Balcom. These two clubs split their regular season meetings, each winning in their respective home floors. But this series now, it is the 68th time these two clubs have met. Tennessee has owned Vanderbilt to the tune of 59-8 and 9-2 in postseason play. And I look at the numbers from the first 2 meetings, and Tennessee just put it in the basket at home, 87 points, and you could say the same for Vanderbilt at Memorial Gym, 93 points. Not very often that you're going to see a team put up 93 on a Pat Summitt club.
Yes, if you're Vandy, the first 4 minutes till your first TV timeouts right now, down 8 are vital. You got Johnson and Strickland back in the game. Vandy's going to have to show me that they can defend those two.
So here we go. About a 45-minute delay from the time the first half horn sound, but we're back underway. Mickey Ball gets the start here in the second half, along with Johnson, Bass, Strickland, and Manning, the starting 5, all seniors on the floor for Vanderbilt. Same starting 5 for Vanderbilt with Lister, Fogey, Coleman, Alon Brown, and Stephanie Holzer.
Yes, but then that's when you're down 8, you cannot give up offensive rebounds.
Fogey with the steal, trying to hit ball in the post, and Fogey stepped in and intercepted the pass.
When you got Strickland out here at the front of this zone, so long arm, great length, it's hard to pass over a player like of that magnitude.
Brown fires for 3, left it short. Another jump shot short by Vanderbilt.
I think that they've got to do a better job of going high-low. Right now, Tennessee's going to go inside until they're nice Johnson shots. You made a nice shot. Go into those types of players. Go to your seniors that can make the mid-range jumper.
Lori Johnson now with 6 points. Lister thought about the 3. Now it's to Fogey. Alon Brown. Pull-up jump shot. This time got it over the front of the rim.
See, that's because anytime you get paint touches, that's in the middle of the lane where the paint the floor, so to speak, and then you can pass the ball out and get much better looks at the basket.
Johnson can't get it to go. There's Strickland with offensive rebound, and she's fouled. Who will pick it up? They will say it's on Alon Brown. That is number 4 on Brown.
See, when you take out Brown, that's a tough matchup. Brown is a good matchup for Strickland. She has the size and the length. Now you're going to put in someone that's they have to switch around, and this makes Fogey have to guard a post player.
Coleman swats it out of the middle. Lister back the other way, takes it herself.
Left-handed layup. They're so vital. You can take the ball, protect the ball with your right hand. Nice play by Lister.
Andy's cut it to 6.
He's did a nice job of doubling the ball screen and then retreating to pick up their individual players.
Strickland to the basket. Boy, that's a big-time move. She has such a dynamic stride. It only takes her a couple of steps to get to the free throw line to the backboard.
I think she'll be the number 2 or 3 pick in the WNBA draft this summer because she has so much upside. The ability to play the 3, do the things you just described.
There's Bass with a steal. It's a 3-on-1 run out. Strickland saves it. Put it right to Christina Fogey. Up ahead to Holzer. Jasmine Lister with the turnover.
Watch Strickland now. She has great size, great length, goes to the basket, can just almost lay it up in. It's so hard to defend.
Bass just threw it right to Stephanie Holzer. Holly Warlick, who's standing up over there in front of that Tennessee bench, just turns her head in disgust.
You got to get a look. When you got an 8-point lead in an SEC tournament game, you just cannot uselessly turn the ball over.
Fogey fires for 3 and rips the net.
Fogey right now is catching the ball in rhythm. I think it's so important when you shoot the ball to shoot it in rhythm. I think Tennessee's going to switch and go to a man after this possession. I look for them to come out of the zone the next time.
Fogey leads everybody now with a dozen. Offensive foul.
Strickland did not like the call, but I thought it was a very good call. I think that when anytime you're gaining advantage on offense or defense, I just think it's a foul. And I think she tried to run over the defender from Vandy. Nice call. Vandy's going to take the ball away from Bogey and see if they can get her a look without Tennessee. It's kind of get a little easy look inside.
Holzer off the backboard. Had a layup, won't go. Clark will try it. She got it.
That's womaning up right there, buddy. Just Clark said, I want the ball. I'm going to score. I think Tennessee needs a timeout.
Christina Fogarty. There's a reason she led the conference in scoring. She just finds a way to put the ball in the basket.
The National Weather Service in Nashville has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for southeastern Robertson County in Middle Tennessee, Sumner County in Middle Tennessee, Trousdale County in Middle Tennessee, northwestern Wilson County in Middle Tennessee, northeastern Cheatham County in Middle Tennessee, northern Davidson County in Middle Tennessee, western Macon County in Middle Tennessee, until 5:15 p.m. Central Standard Time. At 4:20 p.m. Central Standard Time, National Weather Service Doppler radar indicated a severe thunderstorm capable of producing quarter-size hail and damaging winds in excess of 60 miles per hour. The storm was near Ashland City, moving east at 55 miles per hour. Locations impacted include Ridgetop, Millersville, White House, Gallatin, Westmoreland, Hartsville. Please report hail, strong winds or wind damage to the National Weather Service by calling toll-free 1-877-633-6772. Do not stay outdoors if you are in the path of severe thunderstorms. A tornado watch remains in effect until 9 p.m. Friday evening for Central Tennessee.
To the first half, but the run of 23-7 has gotten them right back into this game.
Vandy was in just disarray. They couldn't find anything. They couldn't find a shot. They couldn't get to the free throw line. They couldn't get it inside. Give them credit for not losing their confidence and coming back. I think the switches when they went from the zone defense to the man, they've become very, very aggressive.
Vicky Ball had a layup. Holzer, instead of grabbing the rebound, just slapped it away. It almost fell in her lap.
I think she could have caught that ball. Watch this ball screen out. They're doubling it every time.
Cross-court pass. Manning inside the arc. Got it. Good ball movement.
Yeah, when you double team the ball, that means somebody's got to, there's 5-on-4 at that time. Come out, look opposite the ball every time. Tennessee's done a better job of anywhere Fogarty if somebody's matched up against her.
Holzer turns and fires. Somebody missed an assignment.
When you do that, though, when you put so much pressure on one player defensively, that leaves a post player wide open. What a game we have right now. One time I thought it was going to be a 30-point blowout.
Well, we were heading that direction. 19-point lead by Tennessee. Offensive foul against Glory Johnson. Manning buries a jumper on one end. Holzer on the other. Back and forth we go. Tennessee by 3.
I've actually been eating O'Charlie's for 33 years.
Real people on why they really love O'Charlie's.
That was a hot place to take a girl at O'Charlie's downtown.
The friendliest staff.
The rolls always bring us back.
Oh, our first date. I mean, Oh, it's so Charlie's.
Two people can enjoy one great meal for just $20. Share one fresh full-size appetizer and enjoy two generous entrees for just $20. At O'Charlie's, we put the O's in good food.
The official show of Action Sports is on Fuel TV.
Action Sports Plus.
The biggest names.
Absolutely.
Exclusive highlights.
Wow.
Facebook, text, or tweet what you want to see. From innovation to fascination. Action Sports Plus, Tuesday, 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific. Only on Fuel TV.
I love the game of golf, so much so that I put a golf simulator in our studio. Although one Danette, I think, took it just a little too far.
Boys? Can you believe this guy? McEgo. Yeah.
Hey, Kobe, I just want to thank you very much for taking the time for the Dan Patrick Show.
I really don't know how he's going to explain this to his wife.
Catch the SEC Women's Tournament tonight on Fox Sports South.
Vanderbilt getting back into this one. Down 3 here in the second half. You look at Tennessee Lady Vol huddle over there and some concerns in a lot of areas, but some foul trouble, some foul issues as their two premier scorers with 3 fouls each. Shakina Strickland in this game, just 2 points, 1 out of 4. Shakina averaging a team best 15.5 points per game. That is 3rd in the conference. She has been frustrated, to say the least.
No doubt about it. But I think now Tennessee goes to a little 1-2-2 zone as they go smaller. But Megan Simmons had 11 points in the first half. She's got to come in right now and be a pick-me-upper for this Lady Vol team.
Simmons checks in. She wears number 10. Had 11 first half points. Holzer. Boy, she is very comfortable at that free throw line. The 10 to 17-foot shot is right up her alley.
See, Vandy's so smart, though. Their players are so intelligent. When you play 2-3, you get it at the point and on the corners. When you go against the 2-3 zone, it's against the middle of it.
Lori Johnson misfires. Rebound to Schran.
So when you see this 3-2 zone, and the free throw lane right there in the middle, that's where the ball's going to be open.
Back to Holzer. In the corner it goes. Schran wide open for 3. Won't go. Rebound to Massengale. And a foul on Holzer. Not a very smart foul.
Not at all. You're a Holzer, you're a post player. Your job, get back on the other end and find the post player. You're not going to steal the ball. You'll sit. Here's a nice little, see the middle of the zone. Great pass, great shot. Vandy's getting some good looks now. They're going to have to be able to knock them down.
Tennessee has played a lot of zone today. In this season, they have gradually played more and more zone as the season has gone on. Tennessee has been a traditional man defense. By the way, 3 fouls on Holzer. She stays in the game and in and out, and rebound to Clark. More Manning thought she had the basket.
Yeah, but Clark did a great job of doubling about 35 feet from the basket and rebounding the ball.
Nice work. Simmons with a blocked shot and then a traveling violation against Fogey.
See, I like this about Vandy's bench. Whether the call goes for them or not, you'll see this right here. You'll see Fogey drive the baseline. A lot of people thought she might have gotten fouled there from behind, but when they came up out of the play, the whole Vandy bench was applauding them. Forget refereeing. Play basketball.
I hear you. Offensive foul. Tiffany Clark threw the charge, and that's like running right into a wall. And down on the court is Ariel Massengale, the freshman, holding that right, looks like that right leg in some pain.
See, I think Massengale tried to make too much happen. So you try to go in there, you've got it, kick the ball out to your left. If you're not going to kick it back to your left, you pass it over to Megan Simmons on the weak side. You'll see it right here. You're dribbling right here. You've got an opportunity to make a play. Kick it over. Kick it to a shooter.
Looked like they might have bumped knees. But she hit Tiffany Clark and went straight down. Well, I hope Massengale is all right. The Freshman who set a freshman record for assists with Tennessee with 137 this year. Second in the conference in that department. An all-freshman team member. And here comes Kamiko Williams. This junior out of Clarksville, Tennessee, played a couple of minutes in that first half, back on the floor. She had some knee issues of her own to start this season and tore her ACL in the summer right before the school year started, and it took her a while to get back on the floor.
Tennessee's gone to their man-to-man. They're a little smaller. They're able to play man at this time.
Here's Holzer. Off to Katie Schran. Christina Fogarty working on Manning. Here's Holzer. Another chance. Kicks it out. Lister. Clark. She traveled.
So you're so worried about a defender, ignore the defender. Put the ball up, you'll draw a foul. Then you got Johnson sitting on the side. I mean, Strickland, you see penetration. Clark has the ball. Don't do any ball faking. Just put it in.
That's a good call by our crew, the Vandy officials, Vandy fans. Well, I guess you could call them officials in the stands. Didn't like it. There's a foul against Clark. That'll send Vicky Ball to the free throw line.
See, that's ball movement right there. When you come out of the double team, dribble a ball back, one dribble, look to the screener first, and then there's going to be somebody just numerically, there's an advantage. Find that player. Point guards, you got to be able to spot that player. But when you're a senior like Vicky Bond, you've got to be able to make plays. She's been making plays. She's rebounding the ball well in this ball game. She had 7 rebounds already. And Clark has impressed me with some rebounds and a crowd.
She's an angry woman out there today.
When she catches the ball, it's like being in a vice. You better forget it. It's there.
Lister defended by Manning as Tennessee slips in. Williams. Pull-up jumper. Perfect. Lead is 3.
There's a timeout.
That'll take us to our under 12 media timeout. Melanie Balkum asking the question, what are you doing? Well, she's about to get an answer in this timeout. Tennessee leading Vanderbilt by 3. What was once a 19-point game has been cut to 3.
Looks like it's that time of year again when fish lovers head to Wendy's for our premium cod fillet sandwich. 100% North Pacific cod fillets, hand-cut and lightly breaded so they cook up crisp. Nothing less than pure cod. That's Wendy's way.
If you're considering a loan to help you take more financial control, Regions has options for you. Our experts will help you with advice and guidance to find not just a loan, but the right loan. And we'll do it on your timeline. Most decisions only take 30 minutes. It takes effort to achieve financial control, but our bankers are here to help you gain the stability you want with the award-winning service you expect. Ready? Come see us. Now that's control.
Seen the signs on the passers-by, something's got to give. Can't be free, but it's good for me. But this good thing comes along, and I can't deny it too long. I need you to save me. I need you to set me free.
Geico, saving people money on more than just car insurance.
At Wendy's, when you order a Dave's Hot and Juicy Cheeseburger, you order your Hot and Juicy Cheeseburger. Hot off the grill, now with thicker, fresh, never frozen beef and the toppings you want. Because Wendy's believes everything should come together fresh just for you. Wendy's, here's the beef.
We are down on Broadway Street in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. The SEC Women's Basketball Tournament continues on, the 33rd edition, quarterfinal Friday. Kentucky, the number 1 seed, has already won today. They took down Florida by 4 points. And game 2 here featuring the number 2 seeded Tennessee Lady Vols and the Vanderbilt Commodores.
Tennessee came out to press, but it's hard to press Lister. She handles the ball, makes such great decisions.
Holzer knocks down the jumper. Stephanie Holzer with 10. She is 5 of 8 from the field, also with 8 rebounds.
She's had a great night. It's almost a double-double. She started out so slow, but she's really picked it up.
Burdick back to Manning. Inside to Johnson. That goes down.
Yeah, I think that's where Tennessee's going to have to go some. Maybe Simmons on the outside, Johnson on the inside.
Well, so Holzer with 3 fouls. So if nothing else, maybe you draw that 4th on her.
Get her out of the game because she's been such a force on both ends.
Schran splits the defense, throws it up through the foul.
Holzer might have gotten away with an offensive foul at that time. I thought she was moving on that screen, not too much, really close. She'll have to watch it next time or they'll call that.
Katie Schran, the freshman out of York, Pennsylvania, to the free throw line. Schran, a good free throw shooter, up over 80% this year.
I think this is a good move by Tennessee. Get Strickland back in. A senior's got to be able to play with 3 fouls with 10 minutes to go. I don't think there's any doubt in my mind. You got to have enough discipline to make those plays.
One-point game. Burdick had her pocket picked by Schran.
This team of Vandy's been so, and when they went to man, they became so aggressive with their feet, with their hands, everything about them.
Coleman back to Lister. 10 on the shot clock. Brooks layup at the bottom of the rim. Loose ball, and who's in the mix? Tiffany Clark. I'm going to say a foul on Clark.
I thought that was just a play. I thought that was a no call. We might see it on the replay. You'll see Lister go. Simmons does a nice job of coming over there, just fighting for the ball. I didn't see anything there now.
That's just 2, if anything.
Tennessee had the ball. Let them play.
Right. Clark was out of bounds, and she was touching the ball out of bounds. Give it to Tennessee and move on. Williams, bounce pass. Not a good one. It was right at Johnson's feet, and that's what Gloria Johnson's telling her right now. How about something up a little bit higher?
Yeah, when you got players 6'2", 6'3", they don't need bounce passes. Johnson can jump out of the gym, throw the ball as high as you can. She'll go get it.
Here's Strickland. Shakina, just 2 points. Actually, make it 5.
What a shot from downtown Nashville. Just stepped up one-on-one and drilled it. That's what a senior's got to do, make plays.
4-point game. Lister to the corner and Coleman. Now it's off to Fogey. Guarded by Simmons in the lane. Tough shot.
Fogey does a great job of protecting the basketball, driving by 2 deep Tennessee defenders and makes the play.
Strickland all the way to the basket. Contact. Count the basket.
National Weather Service in Nashville has issued a tornado warning for northern DeKalb County in Middle Tennessee, western Jackson County in Middle Tennessee, western Putnam County in Middle Tennessee, Smith County in Middle Tennessee, southern Trousdale County in Middle Tennessee, eastern Wilson County in Middle Tennessee, until 5:15 p.m. Central Standard Time. At 4:39 p.m. Central Standard Time, trained weather spotters reported a funnel cloud 6 miles southeast of Lebanon. A tornado may develop at any time. Doppler radar showed this dangerous storm moving east at 50 miles per hour. In addition to a tornado, large hail to baseball size and winds to 70 miles per hour are possible with this storm. This dangerous storm will be near Gordonsville and Carthage around 5 p.m. Central Standard Time, Baxter around 5:15 p.m. Central Standard Time. Other locations impacted by this dangerous storm include Alexandria and South Carthage. Take cover now. Move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows. If in a mobile home, a vehicle, or outdoors, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris.
See, that's Johnson and Strickland making plays. You got Strickland passing inside, Johnson getting it, posting up, and making the shots.
That is the 4th foul on Tiffany Clark. And Alon Brown about to check in. She has 4. So the post players for Vanderbilt, all 3 of them with 4 fouls. Vanderbilt with 16 fouls. Tennessee 14 fouls. And Johnson converts. So 3 straight three-point plays. One the conventional three-point shot, and then count the basket with a free throw the last 2 times. One by Strickland, one by Johnson.
The difference in this game has been the depth for Tennessee in the post versus Vandy's lack of depth. Great shot by Lister.
And Lister off the banking board, as my friend Joe Dean Jr. likes to say. Shakina Strickland is loving life inside Bridgestone Arena right now.
You might ought to get out on her and make it. Keep thinking to yourself, she can't make that shot. She's made 2 in a row.
Lister tries her own 3. Air ball, but right into the hands of Coleman. Shot clock never reset. Brown won't go. Coleman keeps it alive to Lister. This time, Jasmine knocks it down.
See, I don't think it's long but before Vandy's going to have to bring back Holzer and Clark because you can't let it go down too far. You're only down 6, but you can't afford to go down 10.
Here's Simmons. Hadn't had a point here in the second half. Glory Johnson gets her own miss.
It's Vandy's lack of size. I think they may have to get Clark or Holzer, maybe not both of them, because they got to have somebody to rebound the ball.
Alon Brown can't handle the pass. Strickland. That will take us to a timeout. A good 4-minute segment by the Lady Volunteers. Mainly behind the play of Shakina Strickland. 9 points in about a 5-minute span for the senior, helping Tennessee to an 8-point lead.
3, 2, 1.
It's hard to call it radio when it's this out of the box.
Listen to that. Man, you know just what to say.
You might be a redneck.
Fox News alert on several dramatic new developments.
Frank Sinatra.
You're a delightful audience.
Let's go to Margaritaville, to the 10, to the 5, touchdown.
This is satellite radio. Welcome to Sirius XM.
It takes someone special to wear a college football uniform. Besides a passion for the game itself, it requires dedicated commitment, intense preparation, and pure, raw talent. But we're not talking about what players wear. We're talking about what fans wear. Little ones like these. And they're really into it.
Mascot wear.
This is it. We all want this. We work hard to get here. We've earned this. We've earned this. We've earned this. We've earned this. This is our tournament. This is our trophy. This is our time. Is our time. The SEC Women's Basketball Tournament, March 1 through 4, Nashville. For ticket info, visit your local school box office or go to secdigitalnetwork.com.
59-51, Lady Volunteers leading Vanderbilt. They split the regular season. But so far in the second half, Shekinah Strickland has provided our Regions Bank plays of the game. 11 points in the game, and she has had 2 deep three-point shots, Coach.
As deep as you can get it past the imaginary NBA line. Just unbelievable shots. But I think that's what you're going to have to do. I think she has to start games like that. Look how she started. She started in the first half, 0 points. You got to open up. If you're a senior, it's my time. Let Simmons and all those young players watch you do it.
Williams, Simmons, Strickland, Johnson, and Ball for Tennessee. It's Lister, Holzer, Brown, Fogarty, and Schramm for the Commodores. Fogarty fires. Strickland, she's just taking this game over.
Yeah, she's doing it on both ends.
Simmons, way too strong. She had 11 in the first half, nothing here in the second. Brown saves it.
See, I think Simmons has got to learn right now. That's not your shot. Get that shot in the second part of the shot clock. Look for your 2 senior horses right now. I think you got to take better looks at the basket.
Bogey trying to find a little room. Got the layup to go down over Johnson.
See, I think it's a question of you have to, as players, you got to recognize who can do what for your team. I'm not saying they got to take every shot. I'm saying they got to have touches.
Well, Johnson and Strickland, 2 seniors, scored Tennessee's last 16 points. And Johnson trying to make it 18. Offensive foul against Tennessee and Glory Johnson. That is 4 on Glory.
Now, see, you look at it right now and see the ball go up. They just do a great job, but you can't knock over somebody. But I don't care how much confidence you have in yourself. I'm talking about Megan Simmons here. You got to know where your best players are, and you got to find them. And if they can't have opportunities to score, then they give you opportunities.
Burdick back on the floor, and Simmons to the bench.
If you're red hot in the first half, you keep firing. But when you're not that hot, you go to the person that is hot.
Manning now checking in.
Yeah, I like this move. Bring out Gloria Johnson. You're up 6 with 5 minutes to go. Hold her out until it gets down to 3. When it gets down to 3, you're playing for everything then. Not 3 minutes, 3 points.
6-point game right now. Bogey for 3. Off the mark. Loose ball taken by Vicky Ball. Up ahead to Strickland. Foul, and you can count it. What a run for Shekinah Strickland.
What a pass by our 6'4" post player. Really good. You look at it. Look at the post player dribbling the ball, handling it. Strickland finishes the play. I really like Vicky Bond. She caught the ball, looked up. She looked like a guard, and Strickland finishes the play.
Brown with the rebound. 4:27 to go.
Rebound by who? Just dominating both ends. Scoring on one end, rebounding on the other end. Shekinah Strickland, what a game at the end here.
13 points, 6 rebounds for Strickland. 13 points, 8 rebounds for Glory Johnson. Christina Fogarty with 16 to lead everybody in the game. In and out. Strickland misfires. And Fogarty with the rebound.
Vandy's got to get Clark back in the game. There's 3-4 minutes to play. Can't wait for tomorrow.
Brown, good pass from Holzer.
Great fundamental play against the 2-3 zone. Go high, kick it low. You know, Dave, every time Tennessee takes a little lead, Vandy has an answer.
Williams saves it, 5 on the shot clock. Strickland. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Look, that's past the old timeline out there where the coach from Tennessee is standing. What a long-range shot.
Holzer picks up the basket. Vanderbilt won't go away. 7-point game.
With the shot clock running down, by the way. How far out is that basket?
What a second half. 16 points all in the second frame for Shekinna Strickland.
And I don't see if you can defend her any better.
Holzer with the block shot. Strickland since the 9:43 mark with 14 points. How about that run? Timeout taken by Vanderbilt.
Great timeouts. You got to take a timeout to get Clark in the game. You've been going up and down with Clark going to the scores table. You got to take a timeout to get her in the game. What a job Strickland's done here in the last 10 minutes. Look at this range. Can you believe that shot? It's that far out. You see the shot clock? You have 1 on it. 1 on the shot clock. What's a town outside of Nashville? And that wasn't downtown Nashville. That was somewhere else.
That was down in Mount Juliet.
Yeah, Mount Juliet. That'd be good.
Home of Amanda Butler. Coach of the Gators.
Oh, what a job she's done this year, man. I mean, she lost so many close games. What a great coaching job she did this year.
What a job Shekinna Strickland has done. 3 threes. And has come to life. Look at the numbers first half versus second half. I mean, whatever the discussion was in that locker room, she certainly has taken full advantage of that message. Commodores. Foul against Tennessee. That foul against Williams, and that is only the 16th foul. That'll get us to our under 4-minute media timeout. And even 2 minutes to play in this one. Tennessee trying to move on to the semifinals, but Vandy will have a say about that with 2 minutes to go.
It's Toyota's #1 for everyone sales event. It's a great chance to save big on our most popular models. Toyota has the longest lasting vehicles of any full-line automaker, so it's no surprise that Tacoma is America's #1 selling compact pickup. For the season's best deals, better hurry in for this one.
Right now, get 2.9% APR on the new 2012 Toyota Tacoma. Plus, get Toyota Care with complimentary maintenance and roadside assistance. The great savings won't last long. Don't miss out.
Everybody with me? Never get the motion. You stay out. You stay out.
One of the things I love about the Braves community is there's some loyal fans.
I think because the Braves are loyal to the community. You see people out here camping out.
We've been out here since about 1 o'clock yesterday afternoon.
Everybody's out here for one common goal. They love the Braves.
Been there with the highs, been there in the lows, and we love our Braves no matter what.
They've offered us some great seasons over the last 15 years. You know, it's tough not to be a fan.
Catch the SEC Women's Tournament tonight on Fox Sports South.
And the Lady Volunteer fans jumping around to Rocky Top. Their club leads it by 7. The reason? Shakina Strickland and Glory Johnson, their 2 senior All-SEC performers, have done a number. And the bottom line there, those 2 have scored the last 19 points for Tennessee.
Yes, and they've shot almost 50. But how they've done it is just, unbelievable outside shooting by Strickland. Johnson's done it inside on the boards. But look at this range. 1 second on the shot clock from 42 feet. But 7 points, not a lot of points to make up with 2 minutes to go.
Not for this Vandy team. They can score them in bunches with their ability to shoot. Holzer knocked out of bounds. Also last touch by Vandy. Boy, that's a tough break with 1:48 to go. Watch, did Holzer touch this? I don't think she did.
No, I thought they missed that.